good afternoon. It's me, your girl. I'm back. Oh, 1 second. I'm back with another video, and y'all will not believe what I don't believe it. Y'all will not believe what I have today. I'm gonna give y'all a second to guess. Okay. Well, you can tell by the video title. So I have the steam machine. Here it is, Mr. Steam Machine. And guess what else I have? Steam controller. So of course, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an unboxing, we're gonna do a review. You hear a lot of people say that it's not worth the cost for how much it costs. The power isn't worth it. You can build a PC better than you can have him. So we're gonna see. We're gonna open him up. We're gonna see what we get. We're gonna try it out, of course, and I might take y'all in my living room to try it in my living room too, because that's where I think I want to have it. But I might have it. I just might have it in here, so when I want to stream like my Steam games, I can just use the Steam machine instead of like doing my computer and my OBS, etc. But we're gonna talk about that. So please stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. And yeah, we're gonna look into the Steam machine. Woo! So we're ready to unbox it. So I have the camera, of course, for the unboxing and everything. So we're just gonna open it up and we're gonna see what's inside, what we're gonna get. So I have the box here, and so far it's very sturdy and it's surprisingly like heavy. It's a little more weighty than I thought it would be, for sure. So yeah, how do you open it? Okay, so how do you open it? Good Lord, 1 second. Okay, I see something. Okay, so we're ready to open. I have my trusty sword here, and I have my trusty sword here. So yeah, we're gonna get them open. We're gonna see what's going on. So I'm excited. I'm scared. Okay. There you go. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so oh gosh, he's heavy. Wow. Wow, it's heavy. I'll just pull out what we have in the box. So let me get so it comes with this, and that's it. That's the box. That's all I have. Very nice, very sturdy, very protected. Love it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Okay. So here we go right here. Ah, look at there! The GameCube. Cute, love it. Okay, gotta get into it. Oh my gosh, I don't have any faceplate or anything like that, so I might get one later, at a later date, but not right now. There we go. There he is. Okay, and then we have this box. They know how to pop a box, that's for sure. Okay. Power cord. And we have, of course, HDMI. Good old HDMI cord. Okay. So that's that. So here's the Steam machine. Wow, it's here. So as you can see, we have, of course, the power button, the indicator light, Right here we have the SD card slot, the USB, and then we'll turn it around to the back. And as you can see, we have, which is interesting, display port, HDMI here, power, Ethernet, awesome. And then we have USB, USB, USB-C. So yeah, awesome. It looks great, very hefty, and does have an AMD Zen 4. It also has AMD RDNA 3. It has 16 gigs of RAM, and it has 512 memory. That's the one I selected, but you can also get the 2 terabyte at a higher cost. For cost, 512 without the controller. Mine cost about 1049 with tax. It was about 11-1200. If you want to get the 2 terabyte, it would cost 1349. 2 terabyte with controller, 1428. I have a controller, but I put my pre-order in for the controller before I put in for this, and right after they let me order this, they said my controller's ready, so I got that too. But yeah, what we will do, this is something I personally always wanted to know. We're gonna see how he measures up. 1 second. So guess what I have? My GameCube. So first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is much lighter than GameCube. Um, so let's see, how can I show? Okay, so here's the GameCube. It's so heavy. Okay, please don't drop it. Okay, here's Steam Machine. Here's GameCube. So let me step back. You can see much bigger, much heftier. This is about, I think they say it's a 6-inch cube, and it weighs about 5 pounds. And we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna get it plugged up. I'm gonna show everything set up and everything at my desk right here, and we'll see what it's looking like. So yeah. Okay, so we're back. I'm at my computer. I have the Steam machine plugged up. So the next step, they're asking for me to plug in a peripheral. So I'm gonna plug in the puck into the Steam machine. Um, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. And this is like me, and this is like me doing it for the first time. So yeah. Don't be weird. Okay. I had the puck plugged in. So there you go. Y'all heard that? Okay. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to hear anything yet. I feel like I'm supposed to be hearing. 1 second. Okay, yay, so we're back. The sound does work now. The issue that I saw was that I was using an Elgato 4K capture card, and when I looked online, I saw that other people were having an issue with this capture card with the Steam machine for some reason. So I just switched to my Razer Ripsaw capture card, and it works fine. So we're gonna proceed with this one,
Main
and
menu accessibility. UI
I'm
scale
gonna
slider cut screen reader.
I'm gonna turn the screen reader off. First of all, okay, so this is the setup screen that you get when you first start it up and everything. Very exciting and everything. Um, so I'm gonna set it up. We can hear. We're good to go. So I am Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna put in my information. 1 second. I hope that was the right password. Okay, good. Okay, let me bring it back. Okay, we're back. So yeah, that's what we're waiting on. How are y'all doing? Um, hey, um, I guess I don't know. I'm a little annoyed about the capture card situation. Um, I spent a lot of I tried everything before I switched my capture card, but I feel like I should have just did that in the beginning, maybe switch to capture card when it wasn't because it was working fine, before. So, other than that, it's cute. I love it. I'm very excited. I'm still excited. Ah! Um, I'll put up the Reddit post I saw too about the capture card. And maybe Elgato can sound off on if there's anything going wrong with it because I definitely tried everything that I know of because I'm very experienced when it comes to trying to get my audio to work. So I tried everything that I know and nothing was working. And like it went I'm not even getting like an input from the Elgato capture card. But like as soon as I plugged in the Razer capture card, like I got my input and I could monitor it. I could bring it through my desktop. I could bring it through my headphones. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. And I did also update my Elgato before it was not updated. I did update it to the latest, what do you call firmware and everything like that. So I tried it first without updating, then I tried it with updating. Neither did work. So I'm not sure. But maybe we'll see later. I don't know. It's almost done. 2 seconds. 1, 2. Okay. 1. Okay, 2, 1. Cool. Steam machine. The cube. What is this? Oh, I don't think we're having a. Okay, no, it's just restarting. It's restarting. We're cool. We're calm. We're collected. We're not anticipating any further issues. I think it just had to restart after the update. So I see it doing its thing over there. But how are y'all doing? Hopefully you're not depressed and feel hopeless at the state of the world. Why would y'all feel like that? You know? It's a good time. It's a good time to be living in 2026. We got Papa John's, we got Uber Eats. There's a lot to be thankful for. Oh, do y'all hear that? Oh, wow. Okay, it's back. Okay. Select pair to connect your Steam controller directly to the Steam machine. So it's pairing my controller to my Steam machine so I don't need the puck anymore. Um, but it says I can still use it for charging. See? It says I can still use it to charge, but I don't need it to connect to the Steam machine anymore. So it's updating my firmware for my puck. Thank you, Steam Machine. You're being very helpful right now. Let me take a picture of him. I'll put a picture of him working up. Look at him work. Work, 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 work. Yeah, he's working. Oh, another update. Okay, cool. Um, I don't know what to say. Um, really like the beginning it kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I was I don't have the patience. Okay, Steam controller update, please plug it in via USB. Okay, so it is plugged in and it says you can use the USB cable from your controller puck. Okay, so I'm gonna plug it in directly into the controller. Okay, now the Steam controller is updating. So Steam machine need to update, Puck need to update, control need to update. Damn, I need to update. I might need to update. But yeah, so we're just getting our updates out the way. Cool. Love that. I might fast forward through this part. Okay, so here is the part I like where you can make your screen adjustments and so we can see everything. So I think that's good. That's good for us. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna sign in using Steam Mobile on my phone. So let me go into there and goddamn, do that need an update? Okay, let's see. Okay, so they did approve it that time. So they're not gonna give us information about the puck. Cool, cool. They didn't give us any information, but cool. Ah, look at the Steam machine. Okay, so this is where you can access the Steam menu and everything. Click access, so it's telling you what buttons you can press to access what. It's telling you can have more space if you put in a micro SD. We don't need that. And yeah. Ah, wow, look at there. Ah! So of course here's my library and everything. So like it opens into your library. I guess it does need another update. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. Okay, let me do that. We'll get it out the way. Let's get it out the way. I do want to say that it is quiet. I don't hear it operating or anything. Um, what I do hear is my PC. So I hear my PC. I don't hear nothing from Steam Machine. So he's very quiet, which is good. Um, I'm gonna test a couple games to see how it runs and everything like that. So I think I will test like one, like I guess like what do you call low performance game or whatever, and I'm going to test like a AAA title and we'll see like, you know, how it can run and everything like that. Because if I'm not mistaken, Steam did say originally that the majority of Steam titles can play great at 4K 60 FPS, and then they took it off. So I want to see like, you know, what it can do like with a AAA title, and then I'll test like a, you know, a lower, you know, performance intensive, lore intensive title, and we'll see you know, how it handles it. If there's any difference or anything like that. And we can check a look into desktop mode too. We'll look in there too. Okay, so I think we can start with I don't know, let's what okay, I do like Vampire Survivor. Oh, let's just play the Spire. Let's just play the Spire. Okay, so instead of running the game here, we'll stream it to you. I don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna play it from the Steam machine. So they're giving you the option to stream the game. It's not what I'm here for, baby. I want the stream machine experience. So we'll be downloading the game and playing it from the machine. That's what I got it for. If I wanted a remote play device, I would play my Portal, my handy dandy PlayStation Portal. But no. But I think we should try the streaming though, just to see how it is. Because one of my biggest gripes about the PlayStation Portal is that when I try to play a game, it's rarely like a smooth experience. Like if I try to play like Adventures of Elliot, which is a 2D 3D game RPG, like it's choppy. It's like it's really the latency is really bad. And I've just never had a consistent experience with streaming games from the PlayStation Portal. So I would like to see if there's anything different from Steam Machine. So we're gonna check that too. Yay! And if you haven't played Slay the Spire 2, you should. It's very good. It's a very great continuation of the original, just like King of the Hill. The new reboot, very great continuation of the original. We like that. Keep doing that. We don't need live action. You know what I'm saying? We don't need all that. We don't need movie. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But let's play it. Okay. This game has native support for Steam input. So yeah, we'll do that. Because it's not a crazy game at all. So yeah. But I do like all the options that you have it with the I like all the options you have with this and everything. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm slow. I'm sorry. I have my moments. But I don't know why it's not. I'm pressing the normal buttons. I don't know why it's not working. I'm gonna exit and come back out. There's my friend code if y'all want to add me. Let's see. Okay, let's check back. Okay, let's check Vampire Survivors. And if it's something with if this don't work, it's me. I'm slow. If it do work, it's not me. I'm not slow. See, it fucking works. So what the fuck is going on? Okay, so we're gonna test him first, and we're gonna go back to Spire after this. And I like, what's my favorite place? The Bone Zone. I like let's just go to the forest. I have no idea what's going on. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, so he's my favorite because he has the garlic, and I really like it. I love a passive effect that deals AoE damage. That's me all day. It looks really good. Like it looks amazing. I love when it gets to the point where you can like start walking through them. Like, yeah, give it to me. You inject it into my veins, please. Like y'all are I'm just walking them down. Ow! That was so good. Thank you. Finish. Oh my god, it's just so satisfying. I'm getting addicted, aren't I? We can do finish. Base area or base damage? Let's do damage. I'm always the person that you can't beat my ass if I'm beating your ass. How are you beating my ass if you're busy getting your ass beat by me? That's always been my deal. Like, I don't gotta worry about defense if I'm beating your ass. That's my thing. So I've always been like a big offense person. And like you would think like, you know, like people like be assuming that like I like it, what do you call it? Like I'm always want to be a healer, always want to be like, you know, a mage or something like that. No. I like the barbarian, the warrior. I like being a nigga ass. But the thing about it is that if there's ever a class that has like healing properties and they're like a melee attacker, that's what I'm always gonna pick. So that's why my favorite class is paladin, because I like the balance of being able to like beat a nigga ass, smite a nigga ass, but also I can heal. That's right up my alley. Oh my god, why am I still playing this? I'm sorry, y'all. This video is not supposed to be this long either. Cause like, when I was looking up like how to do like review videos and everything, they were saying like 15 minutes. But like every time I do a review video, it'd be like an hour because I be playing the game. I be playing the game. I be playing it. Ah! Yeah! I'm sorry. Let me stop. I'm not by myself. Fuck! I'm not by myself. This is why like y'all ask me to play like certain games. I can't do it. Like y'all gonna see how weird I really am. Because like when I'm playing a game by myself, like I can like tweak out. Like I can do like all the extra shit I be doing or whatever. Because like there's nobody there. So I can so I can do it. But like for stuff like see, yeah! Y'all gonna think I'm weird. Y'all either gonna think I'm weird or y'all gonna think that I'm faking it for like clips or something. Oh yeah, y'all, it's over with now. It's over with now, buddy. Yeah! I feel like, you know, like the when you like you're in an action movie and they have like the machine gun and they're like, yeah! That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Yay. Oh, I almost beat him. That was a good round. Wow. Okay, so that ran good. So, okay, I'm back. And we are now trying Baldur's Gate. Yeah. this is what I want to see. So we're on the highest resolution. Ooh. Let's see this. So I think with this, we're on max settings, I think. Let's see. I believe this is going to be max settings. Upscaling while ultra quality, highest image quality. Image. Okay. Yeah. I was looking on Reddit or Twitter or something, and it was some guys that were like killing like every NPC and keeping their bodies like in a chest, and like the game was slowing down because of like how many bodies they had in the chest. Very funny stuff. Very funny. I'll put it up if I remember. I'll put it up so y'all can see the tweet. But yeah, looks good to me. Wow, and she's so pretty. I might actually rock with her. Look at that. That looks really good.
Abomination. You'll have traps.
Mind you, basically. So, let me load up Bedtown. I don't got no money. I don't know what I'm doing. My glasses are so cute. Oh, look at her. She's such a nerd. The streaming is very smooth. Like, I can see the game here on my PC, and I can see the game here. This is where I had the Steam machine plugged up. And it's like, it's almost like, I probably should test in the living room because, like, I guess it's so close. And I'm on an Ethernet connection and everything, but there's no latency. Like, it feels very smooth, unlike the Portal. It feels very smooth, and yeah, cool. And it immediately closed out when I exited, so that was a good experience. Okay, we're back, and we're gonna try out CyberPunk. I played it when it first came out. Was it on PS4? Yeah, it was on PS4. That's when I first played it. And since they like updated it, I haven't touched it. So I have no idea what I'm getting into. I played a little Elden Ring. And yeah, we'll see. So it's like Grand Theft Auto. Y'all didn't tell me that.
Can't talk right now.
We're just gonna check this out. Oh. Uh-oh. It's a little choppy, this one. Like around 14 FPS right now. No. For me, I am a person, like, I don't particularly need like the highest graphics, highest setting, hyper realism in games. So for me, this looks awesome. This looks good, perfect. I don't need the high settings. I don't need to see every, hair follicle on Nathan Drake's butt crack. Like, I'm gonna enjoy the game like you know, it doesn't have to be all that extra. And I wish we would step away from that because I'm tired of having to play a game and it's like fucking 90 gig, 80 gig, 70 gigs game. Like it doesn't have to be that much. We don't need all that. Let's let's reel it in. Let's go back to 2D. Like we need doesn't have to be hyper realistic. We can get stylized, you know, graphics and everything like that. Like I miss that. So for me, for a gamer like me, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. Okay, we're gonna try one more thing before um we give final thoughts. And that is this, which is the desktop mode. Okay, so I'm using my controller. And another thing about Steam Machine, and you know, Steam Deck too, is that there is a desktop mode, so you can use it like a PC. So it's basically essentially a PC. So I might not get much utility out of this mode at this point in time because I do have a PC, of course, and I have like other like I guess devices that I would like tinker with, like my Thor or my 3DS or my Vita or my Steam Deck. So I don't think like in the beginning stages with this, I would use the desktop mode a lot, but it is good to have and know and everything like that. So that, you know, if you would like also a PC and a gaming system, very, very useful. And also get familiar with Linux as well. So yeah, amazing. I love it. So I'm gonna give my final thoughts and my rating. So I'll meet y'all over there. Okay, so I'm back from playing the Steam Machine, and I have to say I had a very good time with it. For the type of gamer that I am, I can easily fit this into my setup. So what I liked about it is that it's very compact. It's easy to set up after that little fiasco, like with the, it's easy to set up. Um, it runs games to my specification. Now, like I said before, I'm not a max settings. Oh my God, this isn't 4K, 120 FPS. Like, I don't care about that. I care about the experience. So every single game doesn't have to be like an ultra realistic masterpiece for me. So there were some hiccups with like a higher performing games like Cyberpunk and Elden Ring, that, you know, on max settings it did kind of stutter a little bit, but when I put it, you know, back to like a normal 1080p, low ray tracing, no ray tracing settings, it was perfectly fine. Still a good me. So I'm good. I like it. I like that it has the desktop mode, which I think is different than a normal console, PS5, Xbox, Switch, because there's more utility. You can get more out of it. And Steam very much emphasizes that this is your shit. You can do what you want with it. I like that. It's different. It gives people a little more entry into what it's like, you know, to jump into PC gaming, you know, without the big commitment of it all. So what I did not like about it, I didn't like the price. I did not like the price. I understand why they did what they did with like the reservation system, but it took a very long time to be able to purchase the system. Luckily, I got selected on the first round for a reservation queue and I didn't get in wait list, but it still took a long time for me to be able to purchase it. Also, I feel that it may be a little redundant if you have a PC, like if you're already a PC gamer and you are a console gamer, it may be a little redundant for you because if you don't mind like gaming in your chair and everything like that, it basically you probably don't need it. um, but if you're like me and I don't like sitting in my chair for long periods of time, and I can play the game for a long time, but I don't like playing the game in at my desk in my chair. I like playing a game on the couch. I like playing the game like curled up. I like playing the game in the bed. So for me, it makes sense. And for the longest time, I didn't have a PC. I was a console gamer because I just prefer console. So if this had came out like back in the day and everything, this would have been like a no-brainer for me because I've always wanted to get into Steam and Steam gaming, and I never really felt like, because like it's so like daunting, like, getting into PC. Like, should I build it? Should I buy pre-built? Like, what specs or what tech is good for like the type of gamer that I am? It's a lot to think about, and it's very intimidating if you've only played console. But this gives you like a little step before you take the leap into PC gaming. It is very unfortunate that when around the time they announced it, the AI thing started happening and it made it increase in price, because I feel like if it was at a lower price point, like I think it was originally going to be like 650, 750, 800, like in that range. If it had stayed in that range, I feel like it would be more of not a question, to purchase it. But I will tell you, $1,100 for a game system is very steep, actually unheard of. Because we don't pay that much, for Switch or Xbox or anything like that. So it is something to think about. But for me, I recommend it if you are a console gamer and you want to try Steam games, you want to play more PC games, you're not sure what you want to do about the PC situation, you don't know if you want to build, this is a good first step for you. I also recommend it if you have a PC but you don't like sitting at your desk, because you can take it out of here and put it in your living room and play in the living room. And there's something to be said about playing like on the couch versus playing like at the desk. I can't stand it. So I think that that's good for you. Also, I think it's good for you if you have a Steam Deck but you don't have a PC. I think this is good because it's kind of similar. It's not really, but it's kind of similar to having a s- a I would say no, because they have different games. I would say it's a little more intensive than having a Portal and a PS5, because you can play the same games on it, but the way you play the game is different, and it kind of like gives you more opportunity to game and make it easier for you to game, make it more accessible for you. So I would also say if you're a console gamer that has a Steam Deck, this will be good for you too. But yeah, my rating of the Steam Deck, let me think. I gotta give it. I gotta give it a 4 out of 5. Um, the reason is the cost. The cost and the reservation system is very frustrating. Um, I don't know how they're doing it. Scalpers are still scalping. So the model that I have, they have it on eBay with controller for like $1,600, $1,700. It's absolutely absurd. I know they're doing the best they can, and I'm so thankful for their reservation system, because if it was just like a normal deal, like it's a toss up, if I were to get one. And like I always say, I would rather wait than, pay a scalper or just not get it at all. So I do appreciate the forethought they put into like how people purchase it, like making sure you have a Steam account and making sure you made a purchase before a certain date. That was very good. But I will say it was frustrating because I thought when you got into the reservation queue that you would get a purchase email in a timely manner. If you got into purchase queue for the 512, you probably have not gotten your purchase email yet, and it's been a month since it's been out. So it's a little upsetting, but I do appreciate it. So mainly for me, what's stopping it from being a 5 out of 5 is just the cost versus what you get. But for me personally, it's good. I love it. I'm willing to pay a little bit more. I have a little expendable income, so I'm willing to pay a little bit more. It would be a 5 out of 5 if it was a lower cost and easier to purchase. But I know the time that we're living in now and everything like that. And some things just can't be helped. And for the controller, I very much enjoyed using it. It felt like I was playing the Steam Deck. So if you're coming from Steam Deck to Steam controller, it's like it's very intuitive. Like it's essentially just like it. And there's a lot of options you can set up. And I love this. I love the puck. I think that's very convenient because you can charge from here. You can connect multiple controllers in here and everything like that. So Steam controller, it feels comfy too. So Steam controller, you get a 5 out of 5. And it's $100. So it's in the similar price range of other controllers. Joy-Cons are like $90 now. So similar price point. A lot of utility, very comfortable, intuitive. I don't have anything bad to say about the controller. I really like it. Well, I do have one bad thing to say. I went on the waiting list for the controller. I think in May. It had to be May, like April or May, and I was just able to order it like 2 weeks ago, and it just got to me. So I put in for another one, and they're saying I'm not gonna be able to order until 2027. So that's okay, because I got one. But that's a long time for a controller. But there's like plenty of other options for controllers. So I'm not tripping over that. But so I'm not gonna knock off any point. It's a 5 out of 5. So yeah, let me know in the comments what else you would like me to check on about the Steam machine that I didn't touch on. If you have any questions about the Steam machine, I'll be happy to check on it. Let me know. And I hope y'all have a good night. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you. And I'm going to be back on stream.